I think the idea of morality is one of the most important things for people to understand because it's how we make decisions, how we distinguish between good and bad, right and wrong, or even just in the daily choices we make. It takes time to deeply contemplate it, to parse through all of the details and the nuances. And having a framework, a structured way of thinking about it, helps to build a solid foundation. And once you have that foundation, it's easier to make decisions, to understand your past decisions, and to understand the decisions of others. And being able to communicate about all these things makes relationships easier. I've read and compared a lot of different perspectives, but none of them reflect how I conceptualize the structure of morality. A lot of other perspectives, in my opinion, lean too heavily into emotion or logic, usually emotion, where for me, I think there needs to be a consistent balance and integration of both emotion and logic. Again, I seem to be a weirdo. None of the paradigms really speak to me, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Take what you like, leave what you don't, and form your own opinions. I find my morality framework helpful because it works with my brain. It makes sense to me. I like to have a solid foundation, a structure, with flexibility for nuance. For me, my way of thinking promotes assuredness without rigidity, holding strong beliefs gently, because at any moment you could be proven wrong or change your mind because of one tiny detail. My framework has helped me feel more secure because I understand how I'm making decisions and it helps me understand others. Even if I disagree, I can usually see where others are coming from, and it becomes really clear where conflicts arise and why. It also becomes easier to see when people are being inconsistent or hypocritical with their beliefs and actions. I'm going to be talking about terms like standards, priorities, values, principles, explaining what they actually are by definition and the differences between them, and how I think they fit together as relevant terms for the big picture of morality. Being able to articulate the specifics of each term makes a huge difference when disagreements come up. I'm also going to be talking about the moral compass, good versus evil, which I actually think is an inaccurate way to phrase it, but I will eventually get to that. And all these things relate to our personal lives, but also writing and storytelling, because that's how we pass on morals. It's how we share them with each other. People make decisions for a reason. Well-written characters make decisions for a reason. I know that sounds obvious, but if you've seen the character writing coming out of the big film studios lately, you know not everyone has made that connection. And exploring fictional characters in hypothetical situations is one of the best ways to explore morality and our own moral compass by comparison. Stories let our brains run simulations, hypotheticals, so we can figure out how we feel about things that have never happened to us. I'll go into more detail in other videos, but use my ideas as tools. You don't have to agree with everything I say. You don't have to think about things the same way as me. Use them to think about how you conceptualize morality, how you make decisions and determine right from wrong. Use them to narrow down your thoughts and come to your own conclusions. And if you like the way I think or explain things, let me know. I have no idea how many others will connect to my framework or the way that I think about things, because I've seen so many other perspectives that just don't don't articulate what I consider to be most important about the concept and the discussion, how to communicate about it. Knowing the definitions of terms and having the right words when you need them can make all the difference between confusion and understanding. All right, that's it for now. Bye, guys.